Hello everyone, it is a great pleasure for me to present this contribution to the 11th World Conference on the Ecological Restoration. This presentation is focused on the use of telepresence technology applied to the management of protected areas. As far as we know, according to the Ocean Literacy Principle 7, the ocean is largely unexplored. The deep sea, indeed, still being the most largely unknown portion of our planet, despite being the largest one. The EV Nautilus exploration extensively contributed to fill some of the extant gaps, making the deep sea accessible even to scientists and people on shore. The EV Nautilus cruises help to map in high resolution many of the uncharted seafloor habitats, contributing to the wider mission of the Seabed 2030. Nowadays, physical boundaries are no longer a true obstacle. Many remote areas of the ocean are accessible and can be investigated in detail. This contribution is the outcome of six telepresence supported expeditions aimed at the implementation of the decision-making process in the protected areas within the US exclusive economic zone. The main areas explored during this expedition targeted the Pacific Islands Marine National Monuments Network. The Marine National Monuments safeguard precious ocean ecosystems. They also preserve biodiversity, cultural heritage, and essential marine environments for future generations. In particular, this expedition contributed to the scientific knowledge expansion through a transdisciplinary approach and using the international cooperation as a powerful tool. Indeed, the international scientific community of restoration experts, protected area managers, environmental scientists, and educators required to advance their skills and networking potential to be effectively connected and cope with the ongoing planetary challenges. The telepresence technology is an asset allowing people to interact and collaborate as if they were present in the same place. In particular, the Scientist Assure program is an initiative aimed at fostering transdisciplinary and international cooperation, allowing even to scientists not directly engaged on board to join the expedition through the telepresence technology and live sessions, handled through the Open Science portal, where a live chat allowed the interaction from shore with the crew on board. In this way, the sampling strategy can be daily adapted according to the ongoing observation, and specific requests for sampling collection can be advanced. In particular, the sampling approaches adopted so far included the collection of geological and biological samples to expand the extant knowledge on related data. We had the opportunity to test also new technologies for underwater sampling, and we collected samples which are stored at the end of the cruises in the repository available for the international scientific community. In particular, the geological samples are stored in the University of Rhode Island, whilst the biological samples are hosted in the Museum of Comparative Zoology in Harvard University. The ship-to-shore live connection are daily planned and engage people with the crew on board. These expeditions were conducted also targeting key sites which were in the past deeply affected by human driving impacts. In particular, during the NA 174 cruise, we explored the Marshall Islands archipelago, which is a well-known place where, due to the nuclear tests conducted more than 70 years ago, still being deeply affected by visible damages, which still affecting the ecological status of the area. The expedition contributed also to the discovery of new species and to the expansion of the extant species distributions map. In some cases, through the observation conducted during the cruises, we were able to describe new species or update the extant knowledge on them. Many insights on the observation we conducted during the cruises are available on the YouTube channel of the Nautilus Live channel. And also, new records are stored within the WORMS, World Register of Marine Species. The ship-to-shore interaction are a way to make field research closer to land-based people. In particular, they are really engaging because they allow no experts and students and citizens in deep sea detailed observations. These are some pictures of some observations we conducted, including the sighting of some chimeras, so really rare sharks and ray species relatives. We were able to sample some precious corals, including bamboo corals and firework corals from the Iridogorgia genus. These explorations are particularly important in the light of the ICES treaty contributions entering into force. In particular, now that all the 60 countries ratified the BBNJ, it's time to set a new era for the deep sea biodiversity management strategies and conservation measure plans implementation. Therefore, the deep sea exploration is crucial to support protected areas management both in coastal zone and in the oversea areas in this perspective. The EV Nautilus exploration are an example of inclusivity and public engagement in the whole discovery process. In particular, all the expedition engaged scientists, both on shore and at sea, including many people from different countries, bearing different expertise and able to provide insights in really delicate and economically demanding missions, providing inputs in particular for a broad range of expertise areas. Also, the general audience is a key element of the Nautilus exploration because the telepresence technology allows the public to observe and follow the expedition in real time, getting them closer to the whole discovery process. And last but not least, the indigenous people who are holder of the local ecological knowledge and who are highly valued both in the planning phase and in the operation at sea. So they are engaged also on board as crew members. This is particularly important in the perspective of one of the most important aspects of the EU and Ocean Decade itself. So the principle of leaving no one behind. So according to the DEI principles, so the diversity, equity, and inclusion principles, is really important to consider all these elements as a whole. If you are interested in the EV Nautilus exploration and you are curious about the discoveries we had, I recommend you to have a look on these links to discover more on recent and upcoming expeditions and cruises findings. Thank you all for your attention and enjoy the conference. Thank you.